that feels good. Man, I've been so busy unpacking C Plus Comedy's new offices that I just barely had time to play these games I've been waiting to play. Sort of like how I play the ladies, right? I feel like I'm forgetting something, though. Oh, crap, news time. Nah, I don't need to do it. Nobody watches that junk anyway. Get back to the games to play. Should I have done this time? Oh, crap, it's too late to do it. Oh, crap, I didn't write a script. Oh, crap, it's Labor Day. Oh, crap, it's Labor Day. I don't need to do it. Nobody watches it. I'm going to get back to the games that I love to play.
Oh, God. Oh, God, I gotta go do the same.
It's news time. Delivering to you the news you didn't know about, the news you didn't care about, and the news you didn't know you cared about. With host, Chad White. Now, here's that host, Chad White.
Welcome back to News Time. I'm your host, Chad White, and this is the comedy news that you didn't know about. Now, listen, it's the day after Labor Day, and I forgot to shoot an episode. Can you blame me? All the barbecue parties and pool parties I was invited to led me down a path of having way too much fun. Yeah, it was great. You should have been there. I definitely didn't spend 3 days watching Succession and old episodes of Law & Order SVU. Nope, I for sure didn't pull out my 3DS to blast through Pokemon Sun. No way. I didn't even turn on some Persona 5 to hang out with my school chums in that new Blair Witch game, which is super buggy and not worth the hour it took to download to my Xbox. I didn't do any of that. Despite my meager attempts to come off as cool to the 3 people watching this, I actually have something to talk about. Earlier last week, The Atlantic's Amanda Mull released a feature describing her amount of time and money that she spent with Goop, $1,200 to be exact, the Gwyneth Paltrow-owned beauty company. Although beauty is in the eye of the beholder, no one is ugly, yada yada yada. Have you seen a picture of Gerald Ford? He looks like a robot that's trying to learn human customs like coolness, but he's also simultaneously learning how to smell farts. Speaking of farts, a transition I never thought I'd get to use on this stupid show, Mull started off the piece with her immediate experience with one particular item from Goop. She'd recently purchased several items, including a $249 blow dryer, an $80 glaze crystal elixir water bottle, which is a fancy way of saying a glass water bottle with a rock in the middle, and a $55 vibrator without a clear off switch. Out of all that, it was a pack of supposed energy increasing vitamins that dosed her with 4,000 and 3,000% the recommended amount of niacin and B12 respectively, that resulted in the most egregious workplace error, smelliness. Who would have thought that from the company most known for its $66 jade vagina eggs, the very same eggs with no true value at all, the ones notable for would-be fixings of your bladder or hormone levels, but truly do nothing at all, would be the subject of debate. Keep in mind the Paltrow-backed Goop is still going strong even after a recent settlement loss. These eggs do nothing. Don't ask me how I know. Okay, I have one. It's in me right now. Not where you think. It's in my urethra. However, let it be known, Goop is not down and out. The company is said to be worth $250 million after nabbing $50 million in investments. All of this after starting a newsletter as a newsletter in 2008. Paltrow isn't the only celebrity making it outside of their normal industry, but it is kind of neat when an actor stays in the movie world by starting their own production company. Take a look at Brad Pitt. He, famed producer Brad Gray, and Jennifer Aniston started Plan B Entertainment in 2001. Nearly 2 decades later, they've partnered with New Regency, Paramount, Warner, and Brett Ratner-owned Rat Pack, which we don't need to cover. Now, Plan B is working with Annapurna. What's wonderful about the Pitt Aniston productions is their willingness to tell smaller stories. Big movies like World War Z and Kick-Ass are surrounded by If Beale Street Could Talk and The Last Black Man in San Francisco. Usually, tentpoles and action flicks would be destined to live among similar counterparts in mainstream or indie-focused production companies. But that's not Plan B, more like Plan A. Even the shows they produce are highfalutin. Or how about Blackish actress Marsai Martin's Genius Productions, which landed a first look deal with Universal Pictures a month before her first feature film, Little, was released. The very same film where she's an executive producer, the youngest ever to grace the title. Now, actors sign first look deals all the time. Usually they're cash grabs and nothing comes from them, but this is Paramount. Sorry, Universal, not Paramount as in the studio, but actually Paramount as in huge. And it's not actually Universal because, you and I don't know how it feels. Let me start over. This is a big deal. Martin is 14 years old and already making her name in the industry that does not foster young talent. Just look at Screech. Celebrity-owned businesses can be more than cash cows, or they can be headline-inducing trash piles. What we need more of is the good, well-meaning ones. How do we know if they're good and well-meaning? Well, that's easy. They won't try to sell us jade eggs to shove into our bodies. Speaking of things you can shove into your body, why don't you shove in some more? It's youtube.com/C+comedy by subscribing and check out one of our other videos. Of course, you can head to the website C+comedy.com where there are interviews and other good comedy bits. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at C+comedy. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ChadLikeWhite. Like us on Facebook. Listen to the Constitutional podcast and subscribe to it on any podcasting service. And you know what? It's time for me to get this egg out of my pee hole. Oh, here we go. Oh.